Hello there, chat. How's everybody doing? Greetings and salutations to everyone out there. Let's see. Hi there, Wubby. Alright. Alright, looks like everything's in order. Twitch says we're excellent. Streamlabs is running optimally. The chat is scrolling and the game is running. So, I say, without any more further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started by saying, greetings and salutations to you. My name is Featherhoof, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Where, hey, we got through a situation where, people are turning into monsters. And there's no real, like, rhyme or reason behind it. It's just that every once in a while, people just turn into monsters when they get sad, or upset, or fall into despair. You know, it's sort of like those Danganronpa games. Only instead of when they fall to despair, they kill their classmates. When they fall to despair, they turn into monsters. Which I guess in a way you could say is sort of the same thing, but in a way. But regardless, it's a situation that's going on. And, well, in trying to figure this whole stuff out, the story sort of turned to the, like, hey, I wonder how things are going back on the first. While we stay here and, you know, figure that out, why don't you go back to the first and see how people are doing over there? And I'm like, okay, so that's what we're going to do. Hey there, Tyro. Thank you so much for the continued support, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Alright, Graha, let's get this party started. Take this, Warren. My spirit vessel. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were going to talk to Elidibus. You know, if there was like any portion of Elidibus' soul still left, we were going to try and commune with it. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's system in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Accensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them, I am living my life to the fullest. That I am happy, hardships and all. Okie dokie. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Okie dokie. Tancred pulling off a little pose there for whatever reason. But we're heading back to Shadowbringers. Whee! By the way, what do you think of the new duds? It's the new dungeon armor from the most recent dungeon that we were able to get through, Vanaspati. I was able to collect the whole set. I think I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. I mean, no glowy bits here, but hey, it's still cool. So, let's see. We going out... Oh, we're going out to Lakeland. Okay. I mean, technically, the helmet and body armor are supposed to be like this reddish color, but I like yellow better. So I dyed it up. And boing. Lena! Oh, Lena! Wherefore art thou, Lena? Ah, flying. And at full speed, too. Oh, luxury I don't have yet entirely in Endwalker. Oh, so this is where you hang out. I was wondering why I couldn't find you. Warren, you are returned! Whatever that salute is. Have you been well? You and the others. The others. You're no shortage of troubles, but you're no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. The things are much the same as for you as they are. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you. These exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Warren, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile a request though it is. I remember she had a strange accent that I can't replicate at all. So I'm not even going to try. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages over how we should run this city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the settlement council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say that we have. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. You know, have you just sort of, like, looked around and, like, some people got, like, really sad and suddenly they just, like, poofed into monsters? I mean, nothing like that? No, nobody's seen anything like that? Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. Uh-oh. I will speak with Irene. She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? Okie the dokie. You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we? In front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say? I will be along as soon as I can. I shall hop along. There. We are headed back into Crystarium Land. That's my question, Warby. How's everybody? How have y'all been? What's everybody been up to? For my part, I got a bit of a early Christmas present. One that I'm not sure how much I want to celebrate because it comes at the expense of, you know, other people. But it's still one that I got regardless. And that being that my job gave me just the rest of the year off. Paid leave off for the rest of the year. And I'm like, shit, awesome. Problem is the only reason I'm doing that is because so many people on first shift at my job got tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, as the Game Grumps called it, that they could not operate properly. So that's fun. But means I got, a week and a half off, so I'll take it. The following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Good thing I'm not in any of those. Let's wait for the Lena. But how you been, Warby? Pink trees. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Warren? Numo? Oh yeah, there. Yep, this is the Numo. Backlog, there you are. Ah, it is. Full glad I am to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to the understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. Ah! I guess one could do worse, as long as you're still okay. There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me with just one for now. In your quest to restore the Knights, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Let's see. Greatest struggle. I'm curious. I hate unfinished sentences because I want to know what the continuation of it is. It may surprise you, but truly, I never would have guessed. But then if I could, I suppose I wouldn't have to ask. It is a tremendously eye-opening answer, and we will see that your account of the battle features prominently in the tome. I knew you'd love to talk his ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yuma won't collect themselves. Oh wait, what did I answer? What? This may surprise you, but ... What? What was the correct answer on that one? What do we say? Of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Overzealous friend in particular. Remind him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Oh, okay. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Of Darkness. Ah! The cute! It burns! Kitten! Ah! Hi. It's him! It's really him! What are you doing here? If you're not going to battle, I can give you some medicine. If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Riki. You'd only give him a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. What if a guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight? But first, we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know I want to be a mage. Arcane isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem all right, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here? Aww. Ooh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arcane best? Axe, sword, or bow? For protecting your friends, the sword. The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light! I love that tale! Let's borrow the book today! It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Oh, child has a death wish. Child has a death wish. Axe. Pih, axe. I've never been a big fan of Warrior. I'm just not. Everyone has those classes that they enjoy. Warrior's just not that for me. Such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musty old book... Wait, such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. Oh, I waited and waited and waited, but he won't so much acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Nah, let's pour on the sugar. Oh, faithful Faye, oh, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. If you truly missed me, you should have cried at me at the top of your lungs that instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So, my adoring sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, isn't it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. What could I... Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you with sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle on with your fellow mortals. But here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End. Okay, we still live. We haven't been turned into a goddamn shrubbery. Whew. My apologies for the delay. Warren, it's so wonderful to see you again. You'll doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. Hi. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Well, I mean, sort of. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something is distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window. To my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. Uh-oh! But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Yeah, it's just that, a dream. Don't worry your pretty red head over it. Warren, what are you not telling me? Well, I mean, it's not like there's anything really bad happening where in the event that we fail and decide to, bugger off, that, you and everyone else on all the reflections of the star are going to, blink out of existence or anything. No, that's silly. Why would you even think that? I didn't say anything about that. What? Shut up. I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination, then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. You won't have much of a choice, to be perfectly honest, but alright. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue to fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. I kind of really wish that we could pull like a Tales of Symphonia on this bitch and just combine the worlds, I know that would be a very bad thing, because that's sort of whenever it happens to do that, all the people on the world that's being absorbed have to be, be murderated. But I wish Reen could just be reunited, Reen and Gaia and all of them, just all be reunited with us, with everybody. It's just so sad that it's we're just separated by the vastness of the void between us. We're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Nina. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Okay. Off to the Umbilicus with me. I look at the end of my new spear here, and it kind of looks like a beer bottle opener, doesn't it? Kind of I just imagine just putting on the end of a really big beer bottle and just cracking it open. Alright, no one fear! The Warrior of Darkness is here! Anything that ails you, just point me in that direction and I will stabbity death it. After I'm done doing what I came here to do. And if I have time before I leave. Other than that, well, We'll take it as it comes. Oh, Master Warren, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I will show you to the ocular. Yes, please. I don't like that these doors only open in these cutscenes. Every time I try to like go through any of these doors when I come here by myself, it just normally just to see these areas, it's like, nope, door don't open, fuck you.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
Interrogation.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
Found you!
My friends. No more than a dream.
You're little now.
You. Why have you awakened me?
Because I
I
can.
no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
About that, I killed him.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star.
Yes.
The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation.
You're welcome?
Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
I'm sorry? I don't know why that just feels more appropriate.
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago.
You mean before he became all psychotic and, you know, like, obsessed with suicide and death?
Having shed light upon the phenomenon,
Do
he
do do do
dedicated
do.
himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, How different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
I figured.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Ah.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Oh.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
Which me? The old me? The Azem me? This me? What?
No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility.
Are we entering into the realm of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey?
And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
That's sounding very timey-wimey.
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower.
Wait.
Which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned.
Oh.
In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
Huh.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
Hooray! Wait.
For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days.
Oh, well, yeah. So basically, it's like, you don't go fuck it up. Don't be go creating no butterfly effects.
You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
I mean, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of a choice. I gotta find some clue or something to try and help avert the final days.
I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Until I'm needed for the story again, and then I will that will be my final act.
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Of course, yes, I know how to do that. What do I hold? Control, Alt, Delete? Alt F4? Which one? Hey there, Angel. Greetings and salutations. Also, not a pony! Oh, yeah, we alt F4'd him.
Preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded.
Hooray!
The magic should consume every last mote of my essence.
Hooray!
Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back.
Well, technically, we're the first, so I'm not the Warrior of Light here. I'm the Warrior of Darkness here. Get it right. I'm sorry, Warrior of Darkness. Gotta say it right. I like that shirt.
Well,
That's a...
Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us.
Like the shirt that's underneath the little armor bits on this armor here.
May you
I like that
have
shirt.
the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Fingers crossed. Whee! Come on, at least strike a pose. Now do the Superman. Ooh. A new aetheryte. Love it. Ooh. I can see through myself. I don't love that. Emeraldines were huge. Unable to execute certain actions due to area restrictions. So in other words, I cannot cause stabby death. And that saddens me. Or run for that matter. I can't even run? Really? Weird, but okay. Guide like man. The man stands dutifully by the aetheryte-like device. A guide for this facility is in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but he sees... But if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. Boing. Device is reminiscent of the aetheryte. Perhaps it is possible to attune with it? Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. I know, right, Angel? This game sometimes. Ugh, it doesn't understand the true joy and necessity of stabbity death. This is the right place, yes? Propylion? Judging by the woman's words, the facility is called Propylion. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. I like to imagine that I used my spear. Give her a little jab in the leg. Ha! That's a lot of cooking. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and recreated Emerald. It would seem you have made it to your destination. Ellie! Hello, Ellie! You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Just phase through it! Fuck it!
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Why don't you have to remove yours?
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
I do, yes!
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Hi. Huh. You looked different back in the day.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
You're tall.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
Oh, ow, my heart.
It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
I like that Amarantines had glowy eyes. I want glowy eyes.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
Alright, you take care, Tyro. You sleep well, my man.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Oh, he's gonna flash us?
You may open your eyes.
Oh, why thank you. Huzzah! Whoa! Did I get bigger?
You even adjusted its size.
Oh, I did. Oh, cool.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Oh, is that how that's supposed to be pronounced? I've been saying Hythlodius, but okay. Hythlodaeus. Eh.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Yay! I had a feeling that's who that was. Hi, Hades. How you been?
And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
The final days? Well, both of these are true. Let's start with Hermes.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend.
I mean, there's no reason for that. What do you take me for? Someone who's happened to come from the future who might be that exact person that, you know, only a fractured soul version of? I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. Why would you think of such a thing?
And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
I guess my biggest question is why Emmett Selk looks like this, but the form he takes in Shadowbringers, the smaller You know, his Garlean form looks nothing like his original form. Also, Square Enix, did you have to make him look like a version of what's his face from Kingdom Hearts? I mean, come on. Oh god, the name's escaping me right now. Sort of Xehanorty. Did you really have to make him look Xehanorty? Like young Xehanorty?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Look, Hades, don't get your
Besides,
panties in a twist.
Having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Just because I kill you in the future doesn't mean anything. I mean, come on.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Wow. It's pretty. The world Unsundered. Elpis. So this is what the world looked like before it got all split into 14 pieces. Pretty. The doggo.
This presence.
Wait. I want that as a minion now! I want that as a playable race. Bird people!
Hermes!
Bird people!
Visitors! We have visitors!
Feather folk, I love it. Look at the long feathers. Look at the ooh, and the feet, the little talon feet. Don't introduce new species that I want desperately to be playable characters.
Secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Oh my God, Emmett Selk, if you want to fuck, just say so. God damn it, I'm sure you have a room we can get to. Question though. Can I attune to this now, or no? Okay, the answer is still no. It's little days. I never would have thought that that's how that was saying. I've been saying Hythlodius this entire time, but Hythlodius, I guess I can see it. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magic allows us to bring forth anything we desire, but be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring with us. Hooray! Oh, it's a whole map with... Oh, wow. So wait, are we actually going to be coming back here? Or is this like... Or is this like in our time? Or are we going to be able to just keep traveling through time to keep coming back here? This is a whole new area. Ooh. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errands, so... Do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. No? In that case, Emmett Selk? No. Your whim, your whim, your responsibility. You're not getting another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes. You'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist? Come, let us search for the requisite material. Ooh, can I get my own mask too? I want an Ascian mask. Give me an Ascian mask. Come on. I want the mask of Azem. That would rock. I would so glamour that shit on. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 petalodi. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the petalodi first. Good luck. Okay. And petalodi are... What the fuck are you? Wait, hold on. Snake flower people? What am I looking at here? Weird. Bye-bye. Okay. Kiane petalodi, Ithani petalodi, and Coquine petalodi. Alright, well first I like the purple one. We're gonna capture that one. Boop. Mine now. Let's see, blue or red? Let's go with the red. Beep. Oh, god damn it. Ouch! Beep. Hello? Hithildes? No means no. Just be grateful I'm even willing to wait. You've caught the petalodi. Come, come, let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of revision. A reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're not trying. But then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. Go with that. Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. And besides, we can always make more petalodi. They only need a tiny amount of ether. It may take some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it. But it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point. But at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Well, yeah, seeing as there's no cat people here, that, you know, it's all Emerantine. The tail and the ears might give us away. Abbot Selk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. The question is whose? Ah, of course, Azem's. If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. God, I actually would have wondered what we looked like as an Amarantine. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Oh, look at that. Huh. Oh, please tell me it comes with mask. Please tell me it comes with mask. I want it to come with mask. Oof, I gotta clean out my, my shit. There we go. All dressed up and ready to go. Guess we'll take the hat off, the helmet off. Oh, I do have a little mask. Oh, it's just a copy of Hythlodeus' mask. That's a shame. I was hoping it would be if we're supposed to be a familiar of Azem, you'd think he'd give us Azem's mask, but fine, whatever. In search of Hermes. If you are ready, let us continue along the path to Anungarnarnesis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Oh, hang on. There we go. Gotta get in character here. Can't show them my stabbity death stick. Don't want to cause any problems. Is that a unicorn? That's a unicorn. Look, look, look. Look, unicorn. I have my own unicorn. Look, we're the same. I got a unicorn too. Oh, your Monoceros is a aggro creature. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it alone for now. Ooh, this is a big place. See, a non-Gnernsis observer. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. I say, Hythlodeus. Well, I've never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emmett Selk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly, and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment, after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment like as not. But, point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. So that's the shtick, is it? Unicorns. Is our friend look like a unicorn? Here, let me just sort of hang around here and double check. Let me just sort of pet the unicorn and figure this out. How you doing? Can I pet your unicorn? My, what a curious familiar. I suppose your creator sent you here to learn our ways, and perhaps achieve some degree of enlightenment. So what would you ask of me? Like most of my colleagues here at Anagangrisis, I am charged with observing the various creatures in our care and assessing their suitability for life on Etheris. It's an enormous responsibility, of course, though the sense of achievement from bringing new species into the world makes it all worthwhile. Anonorisis is one of the most important facilities in Elpis, as it is here that we ascertain the various merits and shortcomings of the various flora and fauna in our care. The teeny tiny Pegasus! It derives its name from the ethos at the center of the world, that being the discovery of the creature's true nature. Only by allowing them to coexist in an environment such as this do they reveal unto us the essence of their being. It says nay! Oh, come back, little thing! I want to see you. Even though I already have your minion, I want to see you again. Where'd it go? Come on, come back. Where you at? Come on. No. There we go. Where'd it go? Stop flying around here. I want to see it again. Huh? Oh, it's gone. I want to see it again. It was so cute and teeny tiny and weirdo. A little platypus minion and the butterfly minion. There it is! Hey, buddy! How you doing? I know I haven't used you a lot as of late because I've been obsessed with cute justice, but I still like you. Ooh. How you doing? Kelpie? As well as you? Thing? Let's see. Oh, hello. Can I actually buy things from the past? Really? Hey, look, another one! What can we possibly buy from the past? Manganese weapons. Or an ironwood. Ooh. That's cool. Those are neat. Alright, so... Well, hold on. Can I... Yeah, there's people here, so this must be a whole zone that we can keep coming back to. Which is odd. But where's the person we're looking for? Euclideus. Where is this person at? Where can they be? Zuzix. Zuzis? Zuxis? Where's dude? In here? So they were fascinated with aquatic creatures, but I didn't see them over next to that kelpie and other thing. So what could they be? Unless they're over there. But that's outside our circle on the map there, so I don't think. Nikias. I'm confused. Where is you? Oh, there you are. How did I not see that? Also, you are adorable as hell. You have such funny faces. Oh, look at them.
Huh. You are...
Oh.
Different.
You're different too.
Thank you.
You and me.
I think.
We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
Well, she's a little forthcoming, isn't she?
Wait. Please. Wait.
She's having little problems with words, apparently.
Greetings and salutations.
Hey, that's what I say!
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
That's a little invasive,
May
but,
we please be friends?
sure.
May we please be friends?
You speak better than telepathically.
Ah, I see you found him.
She is Ellie.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you know you like it.
You wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
Oh, it seems that the mask that is just like a common mask unless somebody's in the convocation. Stop reading my mind, bird girl.
You certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
Oh, cute.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
Oh, you making
I
things in
haven't, as you
secret?
say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
Ooh.
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
Oh,
I
the smile
have an
disappears.
inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namastoma is missing.
Oh no.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You have some useful eyes.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
You need to fix that chick's voice box there, Hermes. She seems to be having a hard time with the whole speaking concept.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
Keep them as pets and recognize them for how adorable they are.
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
I know the names of these damn things, but it's slipping my tongue right now. My brain can't pull it up. These little salamander-looking things. I can't remember their names. I discovered a new location. Huzzah! Ah, there you are. Boing. It seems Hermes and Metion have found a quarry, a creature known in this age as an ambystoma. Yet though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite the predicament. Has he? Where is he? The ambystoma. Hermes saw it high up the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him, and he slipped. Wait, is he up in the tree? Oh, there he is! Ha ha! Everything under control, I trust. Yes. Rest assured, this is nothing new to me. I've ended up in far more compromising positions in the course of my work. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Ha! Hermes, are you all right? You're quite all right, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Metion. Both you and... Warren Featherhoof, you are called. An intriguing name. Somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I'd forgotten all about its fellows! Truly? Oh, what a relief. I must thank Emet-Selk and Hythlodaeus when I return to them. But first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Ananorisis. I still wish I knew how to say that. I don't like the weird names sometimes that this game uses. Hello! My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the ambystomas are safe and well. I will presently send them back to their space, if you will go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creature slip away again. What do we have here? A Gemstone Trader. So this is a full area. This isn't just a one-off little thing that that we come back to every once in a while. Or I mean, this one and only time. This is actually a new zone. With fates and everything. Huh. Hello! Oh, I assume he means that area back there.
This appears to be the place.
Give me a second, sorry. Opening subsustenance.
And here is where we part ways.
The hell we do.
We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
Look, I'd tell you if I could, but the problem is it would create paradoxes, and we don't want that.
Will I have to remove you by force?
Bitch, you can try. There are reasons I cannot speak freely.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to his attendance.
Well, thank you.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Meaning what? That you would fly off the handle if I wasn't there?
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
I always behave myself. You know that. Come on. Aren't I always, respectful and forthcoming and level-headed? Come on. I would never just fly off the handle and cause stabby death at a whim. I mean, come on. Would I do that?
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down, and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
That
No,
smug
it's not that.
face.
For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Wait, they can choose when they die?
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Aetheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it.
I guess that's one way to look at it, I suppose.
A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
They have a nice way of looking upon death, I suppose.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom.
Huh. It's a weird society. Not a bad one, just a strange one.
Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Oh, I'm a babysitter now? God damn it. Fine, if it wasn't for the fact that she's so goddamn cute, and I wish she was, she was a playable race. But, Do you know how cool the feather folk would be? Oh, that'd be so cool. Come on, Meteon. I'm sorry, Warren. I didn't mean... a walk. Perhaps we can go for a walk? Well, don't just phase through people. That's rude. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. So, okay, so you're telepathic and empathic? But don't worry. I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? Trying to save the world. You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Ooh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Sounds like fun. Let's keep her in a good mood. It will be. It will be. Where to start? Ah, yes. Let's talk to Memnon. He should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is, so I'll have him explain instead. Oh my god, game, I know how this works by now. Jesus. Look at those cute tail feathers. God damn it. She's so goddamn adorable. What feather folk? I mean, I already know that. I mean, they already said once they added the Hrothgar and the Viera that it's like, no more races! No more playable races in this game, ever! That's it! But, man, when they introduce new ones like these, it's like, oh, come on, man! You can't make an awesome-looking new character model and then be like, no, only for this one character. It's like, damn it. Ah, the Aetheryte. Anyone can use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere. Not to the ground or other isles. For that, we need teleporters. Oh, and permission. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, I'm assuming you are this Memnon. How are you? And what have we here? Though you look like a person, you have the ears and tails of a beast. I assume you are a familiar like Metian. Is there something you need? This is Warren. Could you teach him about Elpis? Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well. I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to him. As you know, it is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects that they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it would be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters well and be good, do you hear? We will, Memnon, we will. Thanks for lessons. You had your turn. Now I get a turn. Hey, take care, Warby. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for stopping by. Where did you come from? From a place far, far away. From a place... from a place facing a great threat. There's such a place? I had no idea. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power. Okay. You don't think are you following me through time now as well? Not just hanging out in my room in the Crystarium? Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. Well, then again, there is also the other race, the Pagels. You know, those have been around since the beginning, and we can't play as those either. So. I can't read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read? Wait, please wait. I'll try again. With you this time. No. Bad idea. Bad idea. Greetings. Can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I am not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intention. A process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? I don't see the option of stabbity death. Actually, if they did have the option of stabbity death, that would concern me greatly. It's like, is Square Enix watching me? It's a secret. Ooh, a secret. That's something you want to hide. Just leave it to me. There, I've blocked it out. I can't block everything, not strong feelings, but that wasn't too strong. Ah, it moved! Hi. I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go to see Euthane next. She's usually in a small building on the one on the west row. West side. Oh wait, that's right. I can't get too far away from him. I get so excited I forget about the damn rules here. I guess I can't go in there. Is it this one? Ah, there we are. Hello, Euthane. Oh, wow. It's like if Cindy's character was human as opposed to elf. Huh. Well, if it isn't Meteon. I see you've brought a friend today. Greetings, Euthane. An apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Warren. Oh, candied apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them. But you know you can't eat, Meteon. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon. I promise. I'm sorry, Warren. I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask about yours. But I failed. I will tell you anyway. Ooh, that's what you like? Yes. Yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness at stabbity death. Wow. And it makes you happy, and it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Warren. Well, we've walked and talked a lot, but Hermes has finished talking too. So shall we go and see? Oh, fine. You know, I'll be honest. I'm kind of unhappy with like these like options, especially today. The past couple options where there's like these like ambiguous answers. You know, like tell her your favorite thing. What is it? What is my favorite thing? I can't even choose. Just tell her what it is. It's like, but what is it? You know, and earlier it had the same issue where it's just like, you know, with the, you know, what was the hardest thing you had to fight? And it's like, well, about that, and then they never finish the sentence. It's like, what is it? What's the other option? There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Meteon good. Warren wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him. About this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one would be of any use. But I do appreciate your keeping Meteon company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emmet Selk and Hythlodeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too? I'm compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at Propiplian. God damn you, Square Enix. Propylion? There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence brings Meteon, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Warren is kind. Really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course. To watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. It's good to know Emmett Selk didn't change much over the eons, except for the way he looked. oh, look at that. Sidey quests. Hello, sidey quests. If everyone is ready, there are a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward ambystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there are maybe more unruly creatures about. Don't worry, I'm good at causing stabby death if necessary. You know what? Actually, what I gotta do? I'm gonna put my normal armor back on, but I'm just gonna glamour it up. I'll undo the glamours later, just in case we do get into a spot of bother. Also, I do kind of want to... Ah, crap! That means I just lost my coloration. There's no... Guess I'm just gonna live with it. It actually does bother me a little bit that the gloves sort of poke through. They not glitch, but clip through the sleeves of the robe. Kind of bothers me. I don't have anything on me to fix that. I know I have the Emperor's New Gloves in the in my glamour dresser, but that's not here. This here is a new species of Petaluda we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it unto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation, that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Wait for me! So how come it is it, when I'm, leading an NPC, that I have to wait for them? But when they are leading me, they don't have to wait for me. That's not very fair. I don't think that's fair at all. Boing. This place is very pretty. I like this place. It is tall. Ah, yes. Lightning Pneuma, just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. In the course of its operations, it often sees an internal shift towards a given towards a given element. Right now, the element is lightning, which draws the Pneuma here to replenish their ether. It appears Meteon is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the Pneuma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. Oh, I see. I gotta do it this way. Boop! Nom it up, buddies! You need me? There you go. Eat up. Go big and strong so I can murderate you later for even more XPs. Perfectly done, Warren. Look. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. See how they gather to feed. How they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the Pneuma, or an ephemeral life form such as the Petaluda, all seek to perpetuate their existence, to survive. I'm curious. Yeah. A good question. I could answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of the Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional visions, such as Hythlodaeus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already? I'm sorry. I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the Morning Dew. Is it next to the Mountain Dew? I need to speak with some observers there. So wait, how did the remaining essence of Elidibus, how did he know that we were here at this time? You know, how did he have memories of that? He isn't here, as far as I'm aware. Unless Hythlodaeus is... No, it wouldn't be. No, yeah, it couldn't be. That was something different now. Bunny boy. The Mountain Dew. I mean Morning Dew. Oops.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects.
I wouldn't say amazing. I mean...
So, how are we coming along?
Speak up! We can't hear you! Aha! Some Elpis flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis.
Ah!
Entelekis. Like me.
Entawatties?
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
They all wear
In
mood
creation,
rings.
There exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Ah, yes.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy.
Neat.
Dynamis,
We're
we
smart.
call it.
Ah, okay.
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena,
Do 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 do.
are Antelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
Ah.
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
So
Wait.
you're a walking flower.
Form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
And now you have. Get over it.
Hardly surprising, Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter, on account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Netion?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it.
I've noticed that, yes.
However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%.
Wow.
The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities.
Or open the door to the final days.
It is not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river...
Your nerd is showing.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse.
What?
The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me.
Shh! Don't tell them!
So, are we the same? Intelleckies.
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, sure. I like 2 or 3. I'm gonna go with 3, just to poke at him itself some more.
Well, aren't we ungrateful? Mayhap I should revert you to the pathetic, faded thing you were.
Damn it.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Okay. It's fun to poke at Emmett Selk. I miss that son of a bitch. Ah! Oh, hi! I just reached level 90 as a Dragoon, yeah! Cool. Dragoon Gauge. Upon learning the trait Lance Mastery 4, the actions Whirlwind Thrust and Draconian Fury can be executed to sharpen the first mind's focus, up to a maximum of 2 units. Once our focus is fully sharpened, you can execute Whirlwind Thrust. Cool. And how does I do that? Is it a new thing I need to put on my hotbar, or... There it is. Yep. I need to find a place for it then. Oh, looks like it's already found a place, but I don't know if I want it there. Kind of full up, really. Let's move that around. I think that'll work. So I now have my new big super move. I love it. So hold on, let me read that again. How does this work? Ah, damn it. Right, alright. The action can be executed to sharpen. Okay, so every time I use Whirlwind Thrust or Draconian Fury, it will give me a tick of first mind's focus. And when I've gotten both ticks, I can then pull off Whirlwind Thrust. Okay. So wait, see, that's how it's worded. Let's see if that works when we get to some actual combat. We can do some stabby death. Okay, I gotta take this off. It's driving me nuts. I hate that. I hate clipping through my. I hate outfits that clip through itself. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew. But it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me! That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. Still can understand his hesitation. Ooh, I actually want to know both of these things. Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the convocation? I should be glad to share that tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten where to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Aww. Did Did you experiment a little in college? And my apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Ampelos, and I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it's released unto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. The Charybdis. This is what we shall tend to next. Will we find the Scylla as well? If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main isle and head north. I'm level 90 as a Dragoon. I'm level 90. Way too soon. I want to cause some stabby death so I can check out this new move. The Whirlwind Thrust. I don't see any training dummies nearby to try it out on. Oh, okay, just one of those things, but blue. And looking sickly. I understand there was a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charybdis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third-generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning towards strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You needn't go to such lengths. I'm sorry, say again about this whole transform thing? You don't know? Of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless. Shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that, when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Woo! Hermes is way different than the Fandaniel we met in our time. Be that as it may... Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emmett Selk, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Hi. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. It almost looks like it's limping. Emmett Selk is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emmett Selk train the Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Warren, I want you to go to Emmett Selk. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. Oh, with the chat, say use the keyboards. I have a favor to ask to indicate MSL that you have. Oh, okay. Haven't had to do one of these little quests in a good while. Ooh, you're pretty. Oh god, he's really out of sight. Jesus. He's way over here. Emmett! Emmett! Boing. Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? Okay. I have a favor to ask. Oh, no you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. Ugh, I don't know what Hythlodaeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. Okay, and now I have to say, please, Emmett Selk.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emmett Selk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
I plead the fifth.
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emmett Selk. Please.
How can you say no to those big blue bird eyes? Come on.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Until next time. Her little head wings flap when she gets excited and happy. I love it. Did you see that? They did a little wiggle. Yay! The flip. He gave it the little. Yay! Ooh, I have that mount.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
He did the snap.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Yes, let's.
You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the Convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether.
Oh.
But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
Point.
Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both.
Yeah, he does do that.
To ordinary degree.
Or at least did before I
If there is
murderated
a
his
more
face.
powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand.
Really?
Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend.
Azem?
A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow.
Oh, flatterer.
His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end.
Then I shall continue to do them.
Grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
Aww. Were Emmett and Azem really that close?
And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him.
So it's our fault that he got
they are
brought into the
truly
convocation.
Remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world.
Yeah, about that.
And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star.
Aw, they were a little trio.
Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
I mean, I could tell you, but that would create problems with the whole,
Well done!
with the whole, timeline and stuff. That would be bad.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on.
Oh, you dare say that, do you?
Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
I still wish our robes had the Azem mask on it, though. Especially seeing as, we're supposed to be posing as Azem's familiar anyway. It's like, why not, Okay, what do I do? Oh, wave. Emerging from his reverie, Emmett Selk notices you and begins to descend with the Charybdis. Still looks like it's limping, though. Even though it doesn't have legs to limp with, but that's what it looks like. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Warren and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies! Indeed. With this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way, we could guarantee the anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Yeah. This version of Hermes and his Amon version is very, very different. Hermes. I'm fine. Don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Unsundered for now. Well, I gotta give him this. I was concerned that the whole Fandaniel character, and I was like, man, I hope when Endwalker comes out, they give him at least a decent story to make him, less two-dimensional and boring. They're definitely doing their job on that. I will definitely give them that. I think they're doing a fantastic job on that front. Xenos, on the other hand. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help you, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an... Wait. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. Tell me, Warren, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Dynamis seemed promising. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here? Is something the matter? The Yekonen? I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one from observation than it set upon the nearby occupants, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupants were keeping it a wide berth. It is the nature of the Ichion to... It is the nature of the... How do you say an I and a followed by a Y? Yekoen? Yekoen that is to blame. Their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function, though it may not be suited for release. I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there is no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I will observe. We follow. Hooray! We follow. We follow in a vehicle that was not only of this time, but not even of this universe. You have discovered a new location. Of course, that doesn't really afford me much anymore now that I'm already max level, so... The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. A Yakoan was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. Or is that a lowercase L? Maybe that's a lowercase L, not an I. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. I meant Silicon Eye will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Cohen, I gotta say the Cohen, did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Warren. Come! Come! It's down this path and over the bridge! Hey, I thought you were supposed to be following me! Don't want to pay attention anymore. I have discovered a new location. Ooh, and a new aetherite for me to attune to. Griffins. And whatever the fuck that is. A crocodile man thing. Let's give that a wide berth. Ether current! Mine. Mine. Thank you. Hi, Meteon. There it is. The 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros, too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I know him when I see him. Okay. Follow me again. A Pegasus. 2 Pegasuses. Get out of the way, you. I want to see the Pegasuses. Because, you know, Pegasuses are the best mythological creature of all time, and that's not a completely biased statement at all. Attuning? Attuning? Attuned. Set a stone point just in case something bad happens. You never know. Now, where we go? We're looking for dude with long blonde hair and a quest icon over their head. Oh, that's right. Gotta keep little girl with me. Do these buildings open? Oh, they do. Not all of them, though, it would appear. Ooh. Look at that pretty griffin. This blue plumage. My griffin have that pretty blue plumage? Where's my griffin at? There it is. No, it doesn't. This griffin's prettier than my griffin. We should kill it. Because it's too pretty. Oh, hello. Icons. Once I get back and record today's results, I should finally be able to put that report to bed. Not Doros. His hair is long, but the color is wrong. If you're with Meteon, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Oh, blonde-haired man. Hello, blonde-haired man. Doros! That's Doros!
Well now, if it isn't Meteon, what brings you here?
Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lycoans, I believe. Where are they now?
Out in the fields in the restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Catissus. Once I've submitted my reports, I'll see them reverted without delay.
It's as he says. The beasts are indeed quite ferocious.
You're one of the 14. What brings you here?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. You've heard the news that the Lycoans slaughtered occupants. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released.
Aye, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released.
Oh, it is an L. Okay.
Lycoans would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them. All exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged.
Kairos?
A memory reconfiguration system. The Chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch.
Quite impressive. And potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pastrot may wish to have words with you. Oops. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its application are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution.
Come now, Chief. Let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture. Making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star.
If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet, insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycoans have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion, that Emmett Selk may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray, show them to the meeting room. Got an itch, and I hate it. Yeah. Itchy, itchy. Uh-oh. She's being all empathic again. To man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Warren. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? The story dictates yes. I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Hi. Can you help me with something, Warren? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with the flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and what to want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Okie dokie, little one. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright. I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Okay. In that case, let's try this tree. We'll just give him a tree. That'll work. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers? If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Okie dokie dokie. Oh, wait, damn, I keep forgetting. Can't leave this little chick behind. That's a lot of flowers. Excuse me. An array of beautiful flowers grows in the bed, their mix of colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. So other places should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. About that. This might not be a good idea. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh! A conian! A flower that can move! When Hermes wasn't looking,
It shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Warren, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Maybe. Ooh. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? You spot nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Warren! Something big! Here, oh god, no, don't, are you looking at what I think you're looking at? Yeah. Malodorous grass. Okay, sure, we can call it that. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis? They called it an Adonis? The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Warren? Would he like it? It's probably not the good sort of memory. So, not this one either? Finding a good flower, it's harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Warren, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there? I'll pick something after that, I promise. You better keep your promises, young lady. Otherwise, don't bother making them. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Oh, there's nothing. The shiny thing over there. What could it be? Shiny thing? What shiny thing? Is there a shiny? Oh, there's shiny! Yeah. Oh, look, some Elpis. Ooh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're intellecties. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. Truly? The flower was dark in your home? Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion? I dare say I have a few. You don't have to say it. I can feel it's something you want to hide. Won't you lend it to me? The darkness inside you? I want to make the flower dark, in front of Hermes. What? He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. I don't know if that's a good thing. Truly? You'll do it? Thank you, Warren. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. Okay. I still say this sounds like a terrible idea, but okay. A creature who has no, capacity for understanding how, who's never had a dark feeling before and then just wants to feel a dark feeling. They won't know how to handle that. It seems like they're still talking. Let's wait until they've finished.
Hermes!
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh. You were waiting for me.
Yes.
You've finished talking?
Yes. We've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company.
You're
Sulk
welcome.
and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Summoning negative emotions. Grrr.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
I like your green eyes. Again, the freaking Amarantines, oh, their eyes are glowy. I want glowy eyes. Why can't I have glowy eyes? My eyes look dull compared to all y'all. Before this expansion, I thought my eyes were nice and bright and vibrant. Now they look dull compared to all your glowy Amarantine eyes. Amarantine eyes. Hedgehog! Oh, bye, Hedgehog.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place.
But...
And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination?
I mean, you are up here, you know, basically playing God, so I mean...
Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose. A choice they embrace of their own free will. And when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is. But only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world. Afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. But they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering. Confusion and despair writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread.
Ooh, Metroid Dread?
But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Alpes, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Oh god, ugh, I don't like that answer at all. That third one is just like, that's like the sentence that, you know, it's like after you say it, it's like, allow me to whip out my book of poetry and let me tell you about all my suffering. Let's have no more brooding, eh?
Indeed. Difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are?
Stars. Giant balls of gas.
Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day?
Cheesecake. The possibility that the next day will bring them cheesecake.
To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
I'm sorry, did you say her sisters? There are more? There are more Meteons somewhere?
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life, as one might expect. Exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon. Let's head back.
All right.
You and your, extreme, cuteness. Uh-oh. What was that? Something happened. Okay. Tell you what. We're actually going to end this episode here. We're going to end the stream. We will come back and check out more of this place in the next one. See what else is going to go down. But I have to end it now because actually it actually feels kind of right to end it right then and there, because there's about like, oh, we need to go get some sleep, so we're not sleep deprived for the morrow, It felt like a good end there. So I'm going to end it here because actually I'm feeling the same way. You probably noticed me yawning pretty hard for the past like half hour now. Yeah, I need to go lay down before I fall down myself. Oh. So I'm gonna go do that, but before I do, hey, we're gonna talk about what we talk about at the end of every live stream, and also talk about the future of this week in a minute, because first we're gonna start with plug time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages and everything in between, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please consider stopping over at my Patreon, patreon.com/featherhoof_gaming, where for just a couple bucks a month, not only can you help support the channel, help it grow, help me get better equipment for the studio and whatnot, but you get something back in return, from exclusive access to a Discord chat, early access to videos, exclusive patron-only unedited versions of all my videos, being a voice on multiplayer Saturdays, stuff like that. Give it a look if you have a chance, but if none of that entices you, you could, of course, instead subscribe to this channel right here on Twitch, which will give you the ability to kill ads, because let's face it, who doesn't love killing ads? And it gives you access to the emoticons being spammed by Ellie, and Ellie, and Ellie, and also by Ellie, and Ellie. Also remember, if you're an Amazon Prime or Prime Gaming subscriber, you can subscribe to one channel every 30 days for free, so why not make it this one? Costs you nothing extra, kicks a little bit back to the channel, and you still get access to the emoticons being spammed by Ellie, and Ellie. So, win-win. But if you have absolutely no money to spend, I understand. Money can be tight. I get that. But you can still support the channel for free. Absolutely nothing. First off, by sharing it. Letting people know the channel is here. Let them know what we do. Help grow the community. Because the bigger the community, the more we can do with more people. And feedback. Feedback and constructive criticism helps out immensely. Keeps the channel growing, keeps it moving forward. More importantly, keeps it from moving backwards. And you could do so when this episode shows up on YouTube later, where in the comment section below, you can let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, things you'd like to see more of, less of, or just other games you'd like to see played on the channel. And that is my shtick. That is my spiel. I am out of here for today. We will be back tomorrow for one more episode of Final Fantasy XIV and Walker's story. See how far we can get. Make as much progress as possible. Find a time to do some stabby deaths so we can try out our new move. But I do have the, what would you call it? The misfortune of letting you know that there won't be a multiplayer Saturday this week. Saturday, I need to be up rather early, because it's a holiday season, and, well, actually, Saturday's Christmas. And I need to be up because, I've got obligations and family and stuff like that that needs to be attended to. So, apologies, but I do wish you all a Merry Christmas. I will see you all again one more time. I'll see you all tomorrow. But until then, y'all take care. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Again, see you tomorrow. Hopefully get to see you again one more time tomorrow before the holiday season. And until then, have yourselves a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or sleep, whichever one you're heading towards. And I will see you all next time.